Have you ever wondered why, despite maintaining proper nutrition, regular exercise, and following all recommendations, your legs feel increasingly weaker? Why do staircases seem steeper than before? Why does rising from a chair now require more time than previously? Is this simply the aging process, or might another factor be quietly causing harm? Here's where you might be surprised. The issue isn't always what you're neglecting to do. You may already be doing something harmful without recognizing its negative impact. Most seniors unknowingly make a daily mistake, doing so with complete confidence, believing they're making appropriate choices because throughout their lives, they've been told that fruits are healthy, natural, and beneficial. Indeed, most fruits are. However, here's the unspoken truth. Not all fruits are suitable for elderly individuals. In fact, certain fruits, ones we consume without question weekly, can gradually weaken legs, cause knee discomfort, intensify joint inflammation, and make walking more difficult. Fruits marketed as healthful may actually undermine your mobility, balance, and leg strength. As we age, our bodies undergo changes. Circulation diminishes, metabolism slows, and foods that previously benefited us may now subtly begin causing harm, particularly certain fruits. They may appear innocent and taste sweet. However, they contain substantial acids, carbohydrates, and other substances that affect blood glucose levels, trigger joint inflammation, and weaken your legs. What's most concerning? The damage occurs gradually, subtly, unnoticeably, until suddenly you experience sharp calf pain, persistent thigh discomfort, or unusual knee tightness after just a brief walk. Today we'll reveal the 7 most harmful fruits that anyone over 60 should avoid, especially if you wish to protect your legs from long-term damage, pain, and weakening. None of these fruits are as harmless as they appear. After learning the truth, you'll never view your fruit bowl the same way again. Therefore, if you value your strength and wish to maintain the stable, strong, pain-free legs, stay with me until the conclusion. Your body may need this awakening. But before we begin, if health concerns you, click the subscribe button and enable notifications. Because here we reveal truths that remain undiscussed. And if you're watching now, I want to know you're with me. If this video resonates with you, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0. Your voice matters more than you realize. Let's begin by examining the first fruit on our list. It's praised for its anti-inflammatory properties. However, it may be having the opposite effect on seniors. Let's discuss pineapple. The first fruit, pineapple, the silent inflammation trigger. Tropical, juicy, and refreshing, pineapple has been celebrated for years for its natural anti-inflammatory properties due to a substance called bromelain. But here's the unexpected truth. While many believe pineapple reduces inflammation, it may actually be silently causing it in seniors. Pineapple contains powerful acids and natural sugars. Furthermore, these sugars aren't as innocuous as they might seem, particularly for those over 60. Let me explain. As we age, our blood vessels become more fragile and sensitive. They no longer respond to sugar spikes as they once did. Despite its benefits, pineapple delivers a powerful dose of natural sugar to the bloodstream. What happens? Blood sugar levels rapidly increase. This spike may damage the tiny blood vessels supplying your legs, feet, and muscles. Over time, as circulation deteriorates, less oxygen reaches your legs. And you know the result? Pain, fatigue, swelling. That dull, dragging ache in your legs after a short walk. Standing with stiffness in your knees, ankle pain appearing suddenly, even after sitting all day. But there's more. Besides being sweet, pineapple is acidic. This acid can irritate joints, especially if you already have inflammation or arthritis. It fuels existing inflammation in your ankles, hips, and knees, like adding fuel to fire. Some even notice their legs feeling heavier after consuming pineapple, as though strength gradually diminishes. If you take medications, particularly blood thinners, something else requires your attention. The famous enzyme, bromelain. It may interact with certain medications, making them either too potent or insufficiently effective. However, the most dangerous aspect is this. Pineapple doesn't produce major, obvious side effects. No clear signs or immediate pain. Instead, it infiltrates gradually until eventually you realize you can't move as you once could. The saddest part? Most seniors don't realize that the fruit they consume for health benefits may contribute to the progressive weakness they experience in their legs. So what can you do? You needn't completely avoid pineapple. However, awareness and moderation are essential, especially if you've been experiencing persistent leg pain or unexplained swelling. The damage occurs subtly but is nonetheless real. Now, if pineapple, the anti-inflammatory fruit, can negatively affect aging legs, what about the next one? It's soft, delicious, and renowned for boosting muscle strength and potassium levels, but it might be deceiving you. Let's discuss bananas. The second fruit, bananas, the muscle imposter. Soft, sweet, and potassium-rich. Bananas seem perfect. They reportedly provide energy, prevent cramps, and benefit muscles. However, for seniors, the situation differs. Bananas contain abundant natural sugar and rapidly digesting carbohydrates. This means blood sugar levels rise quickly after consumption. When this happens frequently, your body develops insulin resistance. Circulation weakens, inflammation increases, and your legs suffer as a result. You might experience dull soreness when walking or climbing stairs, heaviness in your legs after meals, and calf stiffness. But the story continues. Bananas also promote fluid retention, especially for those with heart issues. This results in swollen ankles, swollen feet, and stiff joints. The effect occurs silently. You eat them believing they'll help your muscles. Instead, they may be gradually diminishing your strength. The worst part follows. The impact isn't immediate, but over time, banana consumption can make movement more difficult and increase pain. If you frequently experience heavy, aching, or swollen legs, consider the fruits on your plate. Bananas may not be as beneficial as they initially appear. What if something even smaller can cause similar effects? Bananas are known for muscle support, small, charming, and innocent looking. Yet it might be causing your joints to burn. Let's discuss grapes. The third fruit. Grapes. Small fruit, significant inflammatory impact. Grapes appear innocent, tiny, juicy, and easy snack. They also enjoy an excellent reputation. Heart healthy, antioxidant rich. However, most people don't know this. Seniors may experience mild leg pain, stiffness, and inflammation from grape consumption. Why? Because grapes contain fructose, a sugar directly absorbed by the liver that can be harmful in high amounts. When your liver can't fully process it, it becomes fat and uric acid. That's when the real damage begins. Uric acid accumulates in joints, particularly toes, ankles, and knees. It causes intermittent burning pain and swelling, that nagging discomfort making even light walking difficult. Have you experienced piercing pain in your big toe at night or unexpected calf stiffness? It might be something as simple as a handful of grapes elevating your uric acid levels. And it doesn't end there. Fructose also fuels chronic inflammation throughout your body. This means slower movement, increased pressure, and stiffness. Grapes are also a small amount of continuous. Listen, but before you break it, you consume 200 so while grapes might appear to be toxic, they may subtly weaken, reduce flexibility, and make your legs less comfortable. If you've been regularly consuming grapes and experiencing increasing stiffness and swelling, you now understand what is driving this weakness. But beyond grapes, other delicious fruits can be harmful. Another is juicy, colorful, and famous for hydration. Don't be deceived, though. Despite tasting like water, internally it functions like sugar. Let's discuss watermelon. The fourth fruit, watermelon, the false hydrator. Watermelon, light, refreshing, symbolizing summer hydration. Could this water-rich fruit be quietly damaging your legs? Seems strange, doesn't it? Everyone agrees. Watermelon helps maintain hydration, appears safe, contains few calories, and consists primarily of water. But here's the secret. Watermelon has an extremely high glycemic index. This means it raises blood sugar levels quickly, similar to candy. And these frequent sugar spikes significantly harm seniors, particularly affecting their legs. Let's analyze this. When blood sugar levels rise rapidly, your body releases insulin. However, aging bodies regulate insulin poorly. This results in inflammation, especially in areas with inadequate circulation. Where does this appear? Your calves, ankles, knees. You might experience immediate leg fatigue after eating, dull pain during short walks, that strange, persistent swelling around your ankles. Climbing stairs begins to feel like ascending a mountain. Watermelon's texture feels light, but internally it acts like a charming trap, gently weakening your legs. People often consume large quantities because it's juicy and refreshing. One slice becomes two, then three. More sugar, more stress, increased inflammation. It's misleading. You believe you're consuming mostly water. Instead, your blood sugar spikes.
Your circulation struggles. Your legs suffer as a result. Does watermelon truly help seniors stay hydrated? Or does each bite subtly increase movement discomfort? If your watermelon consumption is frequent and your legs feel increasingly tired, it might be time to reconsider. Let's move to a fruit associated with vitamin C and health. It appears in juices, immunity-boosting drinks, and breakfast. However, seniors may experience an acidic attack on their joints. Let's discuss oranges. The fifth fruit, oranges, the acid attack on joints. Oranges, bright, freshly scented, omnipresent. They appear in juices, health supplements, breakfast platters. Their vitamin C reportedly boosts immunity. However, for seniors over 60, oranges may conceal an unpleasant reality. Behind that citrus glow lies acid, something your joints dislike. Oranges contain abundant citrus. While this might seem normal, it can cause silent joint irritation, particularly if your body already battles inflammation, stiffness, or arthritis. You might experience gradual morning knee stiffness, persistent hip pain, that uncomfortable sensation in your legs after extended sitting, decreased mobility, increased swelling. You might attribute this to aging, but that healthy habit of daily orange juice consumption might contribute to the very pain you're trying to prevent. Here's what actually happens. Orange's citric acid affects more than just your stomach. It enters your bloodstream and can irritate your joints' delicate tissues. When combined with the fruit's natural sugar, it also causes blood sugar fluctuations. The result? Widespread inflammation. Inflammation that spreads to your knees, ankles, calves, making each step slightly heavier and more painful. You see, oranges may not harm younger individuals, but in seniors with aging joints and slower circulation, the effect develops subtly. The most difficult aspect is that you consume them believing you're benefiting yourself. Oranges have long been associated with wellness, but now you understand they might not support your health. What next? The following fruit appears neat, green, crisp, lower in sugar. People consider it the safe option. Yet it hides something that can cause nighttime cramping, tight knees, and aching hips. Let's discuss green apples. The sixth fruit, green apples, the secret cause of leg pain. They appear crisp, clean, natural. Most people, especially seniors, believe they're healthier because they taste less sweet. They seem like a healthy, low-sugar snack. However, most people don't know this. Green apples might subtly cause fatigue, stiffness, and leg pain. Two things present concern: malic acid and hidden natural sugar. First, let's address malic acid. This acid gives green apples their sour flavor. While it's fine for younger people, it can disturb aging digestion. Our gut lining becomes more sensitive with age. Once inside the body, malic acid can irritate tissues, including joints. Some seniors experience severe hip or thigh pain after consuming apples. Others feel mild heat in their feet or knee tightness. The onset is gradual, but over time, acid accumulates and pain frequency increases. Now about the sugar. Despite tasting less sweet than red varieties, green apples still contain natural sugars. This sugar causes blood sugar fluctuations in seniors with slower metabolisms. You might experience tired calves, nighttime leg cramps, morning stiffness, or weakness when climbing stairs. The most challenging aspect is that green apples are often consumed raw as snacks, or even before bedtime. Consequently, they continuously affect the body. They appear extremely healthy and pure. Yet for aging bodies, green apples may subtly make walking harder, stiffen joints, and make evenings more restless. If a basic fruit can have such effects, what about a tropical, rich, extremely sweet one, the one most beloved by many? Let's discuss the true sugar bomb, mango. The seventh fruit, mango, a sugar explosion for your joints. Mango, juicy, soft, candy sweet. Almost everyone enjoys this fruit, particularly during summer. But here's the truth. Mango may be the most harmful fruit for seniors experiencing joint weakness and leg pain. Why? Because it contains substantial natural sugar. Not just a little, but a significant sugar punch causing sharp, rapid blood sugar elevation. While active, younger bodies can handle such increases. Your metabolism changes after age 60. This sugar rush causes an insulin spike followed by a crash, and each occurrence produces inflammation deep within your joints, particularly in soft tissues surrounding ankles, hips, and knees. You might experience burning sensations in your toes, persistent tingling, evening foot swelling, or gradually increasing leg heaviness, especially with nerve issues. Worse, mango's light taste, fresh feel, and seeming insubstantiality make it easy to consume in larger portions. That's the deception. The sensation of lightness means nothing to your body. It responds to the sugar. Over time, that sugar may cause joint pain, sluggish walking, and unsteady legs. Many seniors consume mangoes believing they're natural treats. They are natural. But natural doesn't always mean safe for weaker circulation and aging joints. Now you've seen the complete picture. 7 fruits, despite being celebrated for health benefits, have negative aspects for people over 60. Here's the good news. Some fruits have opposite effects, promoting strong, sturdy legs, reducing joint pain, fighting inflammation. Next, let's discuss those therapeutic alternatives and what seniors should eat instead. Now that you know which fruits to avoid, let's examine what you can eat. Because consuming appropriate fruits does more than satisfy hunger. They heal your body. First, berries, blackberries, raspberries, blueberries, etc. These small fruits are powerful anti-inflammatory agents, gentle on blood sugar, antioxidant-rich, low in sugar. Most importantly, they improve circulation, particularly in legs. They promote easier mobility, combat stiffness, reduce swelling. Next, cherries, but moderately. Cherries can help reduce uric acid, lowering gout risks and joint pain flare-ups. They soothe sore joints and burning sensations in knees or toes. A handful, not excessive amounts, can provide significant relief. Next, avocados. Yes, they're fruits, and among the best for healthy joints. Why? They contain abundant beneficial fats that reduce internal inflammation and cushion joints. They also help regulate insulin, providing steady energy without blood sugar fluctuations. Seeking something easily digestible? Try papaya. This tender tropical fruit contains enzymes that reduce inflammation and facilitate digestion. It's gentle on aging joints and mild on stomachs. Also, remember pears, consumed with small amounts of fiber or protein. They provide subtle sweetness without excessive sugar. They energize your body without unduly stressing your legs. Each of these fruits supports rather than opposes your body. They don't cause discomfort or swelling. They help your body achieve the vigor, balance, and serenity it seeks. Remember, it's not just about consuming fruit. It's about selecting appropriate ones for your age, fruits suitable for your current bodily needs. When making conscious choices, you begin feeling the difference. Firmer steps, calmer movements, clearer mornings. Let's conclude with some final thoughts, wisdom, and a message specifically for you. If you've read this far, one thing's clear. You care about your future, strength, and health. And I want you to hear this clearly. It's not too late to change. Time remains for recovery. And you're not alone in this experience. Aging challenges us. Pain, stiffness, fall fears develop gradually. Sometimes they create the impression your body is disappearing. But here's the reality. You can take control through sensible, modest adjustments rather than extreme measures. One meal, one fruit, one decision at a time. The fruits we've discussed aren't toxic, but they might no longer be optimal for your health. That's acceptable. Aging doesn't mean surrendering. It means becoming wiser. When you begin eating mindfully and selecting foods that support strength, circulation, and joints, you'll notice differences. Less pain, more flexibility, smoother mornings, lighter steps. That's our purpose. Charity, not fear or limitation. Now I'd like to hear from you. Share what you learned today and what changes you're prepared to make in the comments below. We all benefit from sharing, so let's help one another. If this video helped or even slightly enlightened you, please like it, subscribe, and activate notifications to ensure you don't miss information that could transform your health. Before leaving, please enter 1 if this video proved useful. If not, enter 0. Your comment matters more than you realize. Stay resilient and observant. And remember, your legs carry your independence. Protect them.